Welcome to Auntie Chats and Tarot. We are talking to Capricorns. Welcome, Capricorns. I so enjoy doing your readings. I'm glad you're here with me this week. Thanks for joining me. Thank you to all who've contributed to this channel and helped it grow. Let's get into your message. I was doing some meditating before, and I'm getting the following. There's a lot of steady growth for you. There's also a lot of beauty surrounding you. There's a rhythm to that. Now, I feel like maybe you're on the right path, so you weren't before, you didn't feel like you were. I'll look at my notes here. Cherry blossoms were significant. That represents renewal. That can also be love. The lotus flower was very prominent too. That represents coming up through the waters, sometimes murky waters, and speaking your truth. It can be speaking your truth when it's unpopular even. I did see tears initially before this flow, so I feel like you felt like you were off course. Now you're back onto something that you're kind of flowing with. And I did get like a Humpty Dumpty feeling, like you sat on the wall, you had a great fall, something like that. I did see love and prosperity, what's coming in. I saw a tie to rabbits. That's prosperity also. Maybe even something about football seemed possible. Lily flowers too, like something where petals are dropped. And lilies can represent sensuality. So let's see what the cards have to say for our Cappies. Okay, we've got the Three of Swords, heartbreak. Got the Four of Pentacles. That's a foundation. Rooted into Four of Swords is here. Four of Cups is here. Six of Pentacles is here. Nine of Cups is here. You feel like your life is rooted in heartbreak. It's one heartbreak after another. I'm getting it strong romantic, but I feel like other people have broken your heart too. I think you've asked yourself, is this some sort of, should I inquire about if this is some sort of curse within the family? Or, I mean, you've tried to think deep about, like, where is this coming from? Why does it feel like this is the same pattern over and over again, where heartbreak is concerned, and people that I'm hearing you can't count on or misrepresent themselves. Yeah, this has been very hard, and I think you've just pulled back altogether with dealing with people. We'll probably see the Hermit card. You feel like people don't see you. They don't see your worth. They don't see your value. They don't invest in you, maybe, especially from a romantic standpoint. Because I feel like monetarily you give, but this could just be a note of overgiving. You feel like that too. I feel like as you pull back from this, you focus more on self. This could be part of that growth and that steady rhythm you're getting into. Messages for our Cappies. Okay, now out on the table. The Three of Wands. The Tower. Yeah, Humpty Dumpty. Sitting on the wall. Six of Swords. Having a great fall. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Six of Swords was also in the reverse. I think you're struggling with, is my future going to be more of the same? You know, where it's like disappointment, huge disappointment. I invest in something, it's hugely disappointing. I don't want to be alone. I no longer want to be alone, but how am I looking at the future? What is this Three of Wands for, Spirit? Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Three of Wands. Page of Cups, Three of Wands. Page of Swords. I think for some of you, you've been in relationships where there were other people involved. And maybe that wasn't expressed, but you knew that was the case. Or maybe it was expressed. There's a lack of a maturity here. In who you're picking. But you're very courageous. I'm seeing you just wear your courage. It's evident. You just wear courage. I see that things change from disappointment to something prosperous. And like I said, I do see love and abundance coming in. People respect you for your courage. And you know that. That's the truth. But there's like some sort of hook that I'm missing here. Like you want to be admired for other things rather than your courage. There's a lot of flowers that bloom in like a water base, like a pond that would have certain flowers that would really thrive in a lot of water that's in this read. I'm getting something too about maybe an incident where someone was burned, is dealing with burns. You pull back. Because you're not being seen the way you want to be seen. But you're very courageous. You stay in the game, so to speak. You're out there. You're very giving, maybe overly so. The message in the cards is what you want is still available to you. When you are saying, is it just going to be more of the same disappointment? I don't want to be alone. But I see you get on the right path. that there's steady growth here. Eight of Swords. You've got a wall around your heart. But the key here, as I'm seeing it, is lean into your spiritual side. That somehow brings in the love here. Ace of Pentacles. Beginnings, prosperous beginnings. I think this is the month of change. If you're viewing it in April, there was something about Easter. If that's not what you celebrate, or this isn't the time you're viewing it, it's about spring. Yeah, I see that romantic love has made you very blue. But there's something that comes in here with a religious connection, whether that's you gaining strength in your religion, in your spirituality, finding someone else who's doing the same, the divine bringing someone in for you. It melts this pain away. It melts this border you have, this need to retreat. Five of Cups is here on the bottom of the deck. This can talk about regrets, but the energy I feel here is, yeah, like the disappointments are put away. And again, the flowers, big, maybe you're a florist, wedding planner that does also the floral arrangements. Because I feel like this energy turns around and it's all about what's blossoming and a feeling of just euphoria on your heart. Let's get out another deck. Yeah. After the Five of Cups, we've got victory here, Six of Wands. So it's like we do keep going back and forth with what's happened in the past that may be regretful, and then ultimate victory. I see you on the right path. And I see a lot of like rose petals, flower petals around you, like some sort of celebration. Maybe this is marriage. We'll get a little further. But I don't see you staying in this regret energy, because something happens. Someone comes along and it sparks you and the walls come down. What's this victory here, Spirit? Okay. Yeah, you do take a break. You get this twice. It's the Four of Swords. You take a break. I think that's from the dating scene. You let truth come in, Knight of Swords. How do you want to be seen? What relationships do you want to let in? Flowers, very prominent in this read. Flowers, petals. Burying the past, burying the past. Yeah, I'm seeing like a tablecloth spread, long tables, preparing for lots of people, some sort of celebration. Imprints of flowers in the material and hearts. Maybe even gold, like gold glistening. Maybe there's glitter on the table. Knight of Pentacles. This has taken a long time to get to this fancy shindig you're planning. And I feel like we're kind of jumping, like the energy was sad and somber. And now I feel like we're just jumping timelines here, and we're into like a more festive mood. And our Knight of Pentacles here is taking a long time to get to this point. But once it's here, it's something you can count on. Messages for our Cappies. It's a new relationship, Page of Wands. It's something that's very inspiring to you. In a period of being in the desert. Look how he's in the desert, but he's so inspired by something that's going on with this wand, which is fiery energy. And notice how when nothing's growing, what's growing? The wand. The wand has new sprouts. It's activating his mind. And then this nod to your courage, because even in the desert, look how well dressed and together this person is, even down to a very stylish hat. Like you think of everything and you've been strong. And the whole time you've been in this desert, in a lot of tower moments, in a lot of tower situations, but no one would be the wiser, because look at you. You're to the nines here. A lot of style, a lot of class. A lot of fortitude. Incredible amount of strength. More messages for our Cappies. Ace of Swords. Truth comes in. Beginnings. We do see the truth coming in fast with the sword of our knight. New beginnings in truth. Truthful relationships, truthful with what you want, what you will accept, what you won't, truthful with yourself. You know, when relationships don't work out, it's important to always look at, and it's not easy, but it's important to look at, how did I contribute to this not going well? Because then you can iron those bumps out. Learn from it. Not get in a pattern where you do that again. There is something definitely about growth. I saw these symbols as I was scrying. That's like leaves, I think, is how I'm looking at it. That's growth. That's all about growth. Knowledge. Knowledge comes to you. There's a lot of winning here. There's a lot of victory, crowning, being acknowledged, which is good, because we started out with your third card being the Four of Cups, where you felt like you weren't being seen. Then I see the energy jumps completely in the opposite direction, where you are completely being seen and accoladed. I don't know if that's a word, but you're getting your accolades. You're being seen. You're being recognized. We do see in the cards that you were always recognized for your courage, but it felt like you wanted to be acknowledged for other aspects of yourself. Okay, Judgment in the reverse. This talks about just be yourself. The duck image is that as well. Maybe you see a lot of ducks, maybe you're near ducks, maybe you're on a lake. Yeah, the Judgment card in the reverse. Being yourself. Yeah, okay, I'm getting, so where the trouble lies is being somebody's whatever they want, not being yourself in relationships. But the magic comes when you start being yourself. What the divine brings in, what you're comfortable with. I don't think you were very comfortable in these scenarios that broke your heart anyway. So, you were very fragile on the wall, like Humpty Dumpty. But now you gain strength, I'm hearing, in being who you are. And being proud about that and being loud about that. And that is where you find people will embrace you in the way that you want to be embraced. Sideways, we've got the 9 of Swords. So coming out of such worry, such nightmares. And we did see something about skin and burning, some sort of situation where there's burnt skin, or dealing with burns, injury of some sort. Coming out of the nightmare, that's been a nightmare. Some sort of fight there. Our messages for our Cappies. 2 of Wands. Notice the world is in this person's hands. Looking to the future. There's a lot of emotion here, but notice now the scenery is changing. We've got more lush around us. We've got maybe a beach town. What could be greater than a town on the water? And we've got the fire sprouting new growth. We did talk right away in my scrying. It was growth. It was growth-based. Steady growth. Steady growth here. Steady growth of self. Steady growth of what you want to bring in. Seven of Swords. 6 of Swords. 7 of Swords and 6 of Swords. Interesting, they're in order here. 6 and 7 of Swords. You don't want any kind of combative relationships, butting heads with people, arguing with people. It's all about peace and calm. And I'm hearing when you see that, signs that you're back in something combative, you're graciously, I'm hearing, leaving those scenarios. Whereas before you'd stay in them. You'd stay in them and feel bad, I'm hearing, or you'd stay in them and try and make it work. It was an attitude of, I can make this work. But now you're looking at it like, why? Why should I have any day, any hour, any moment where that's happening? A real combative type of energy, a real argumentative type of energy. And I'm seeing it on both sides. Like you'd rise to that energy and combat as well. And I'm hearing not your nature, I feel like you're kind of delicate, actually. But you'd rise because you're also very courageous. And you just rose to that level without realizing, hey, I don't have to meet this person on this level. I can just say no to this in my life and really pull out of that altogether. And maybe that is why we see the Four of Swords twice, is a removal, a pullback. You've got the Ten of Wands now in the reverse. Getting to the end of burdens. Yeah, you're making some big moves here. And that's going to bring somebody in romantically, because I do think this is largely romance that you're wanting. What's the advice here, Spirit? Yes. Terrific. Part of this card I can't show, but you know this card well, I'm sure. The Sun, and you know this card well, I'm sure. The Two of Cups. Soulmate energy. Happiness. Enlightenment. Because of this enlightenment you're having, because of the changes you're making, looking at past patterns, looking at how you're rising to a level that you don't even want to be a part of that energy, but you're rising to it and defending yourself, or you're rising to it and being equally in somebody's face. It's not something you want to be. It's not your natural way. I see you're delicate and you're just like, I've been beaten down so much, I just rise to the occasion and get ready for the next fight. But no, I think this steady growth in you is causing you to say, I don't have to rise to this. I don't even want to be a part of this energy, whatever it may be. It'll be something different for everybody. And I'm pulling back. I'm thinking about my choices, and I'm making new action happen. I'm leaning into my spirit team we see. That brings happiness. That brings in a good mate. Soulmate energy. And really this, I'm getting from this card, more of that celebratory energy where I saw the tables laid out, very fancy, preparing for a festival, something festive. Here you are drinking to it, toasting to it, chin chin. Yeah. Great. And because of your courage, yes. Okay, I'm hearing this. There was something that happened to you medically. Could have something to do with the skin. There's some sort of injury here with the skin. But because of your courage, it's not just enduring, and you've done that, and people admire you for that. Whatever you've endured, and it seems like it's been a lot, even though you're very fragile, but you've never shown that side. And now, as you open up to what you really want in life, and what you really will accept in others coming into your life, and really being more discerning there, that takes a lot of courage too, and you've got the courage. And this is the type of courage, this quieter embrace of your courage that really sets you free. The combative courage that you have just kept you swirling in this energy you didn't want to be in anyway. But the quieter, more fragile even courage that you have, the gentler courage is what sets you free, is the bigger courage of the two. Page of Swords, Four of Wands in the reverse, Temperance, Hierophant. Definitely we saw leaning into your spiritual side, your religion, is very key here. It helps you be balanced. It helps you see another path to pursue. People they really admire you, but it hasn't always led to where you wanted to. They really admire you, but it hasn't always led to like this soulmate energy we're seeing coming in recently in the timeline. In the past, people have really admired you, and you thought that was going to lead to a family and a committed relationship, and it didn't always lead there. The key for you, I'm hearing for like the third time, is your spiritual side. Your heart is sure. Your heart is sure with this new choice coming in. This soulmate connection. You are sure. You don't doubt this. You feel like it's been divinely given to you. And you don't just dip your toe, you put your whole foot in. You're all in. You don't question this. Yeah, I see we're surrounded by hearts as I'm scrying here. Okay, the Hangman in the reverse, coming out of your pullback. You've gained enlightenment. You're coming out now. Coming out of, just sort of hanging out and thinking about things. Italy could be significant. Butterflies, transformation. On the back of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles. You get that twice. Six of Pentacles. Overly generous. Overly generous in the past. Now, following that card on the back of the deck is the Two of Swords. You're blocking that where you're the only giver, is how I'm reading that energy. That's part of the transformation as well. You accept equal give and take. Clean that up in your mind so that you are clear on that. Let's grab a charm. Ooh, overflowing. Overflowing. That's interesting. Okay. So the charms I see for you are the gecko, adaptability. The triangle, yeah. I noticed the triangle on this Temperance card earlier. Now you also get another nod to the triangle. This is steadfast energy, reliability, something reliable here. And notice it's near the heart chakra, trusting your heart. Something reliable coming in. That's the soulmate energy. And your cup runneth over. There is protection here, I see, as the cup of charms runs over. And what falls out is the Hamsa, hand, protection. You've always been protected. Something you went through that was a physical challenge, and then lots of emotional challenges, both romantically and probably because of this physical challenge. All the while, you were protected. And the fish. This is a huge symbol of prosperity. And I did see that in my scrying earlier, the love and prosperity coming forward. As I look at my notes here, and the rabbit, something significant about a rabbit, and that also is about prosperity. Definitely something about a big celebration. Let's do an oracle. Imagine. I'm hearing imagine this celebration and make it happen. Yeah, imagine the details, manifest it, bring it forward. And what's the second one? Time for a nap. Oh, huh. The fox is wily sly. And notice that is on your moon. Moon is about emotions. I'm going to read that one further. 24. And notice the moon is on your imagine too. Oh. But she's kind of reaching out to the moon there and grabbing a hold of it with a lasso. Controlling your emotions here with your enlightenment. Yes, you're controlling your emotions that were hot and heavy and running with that other emotion that would get you all revved up, and then you'd meet them on their level, even though you were really, more like go with the flow type of person, and then you'd just be like, I'm just as strong. But you're strong. Your strength is actually in a different way, in a quieter, more gentle way. And you're seeing that too. And that brings in a whole new energy. It brings in a whole new style of person. 24. And you see the strength in this new style. Believe me. Rest, rejuvenation, renewal. We're talking about time for a nap. Rest, rejuvenation, and renewal. Temporary non-action, allowing dreams to arise. Yeah, you've done the non-action. I see you're coming into action now. And these dreams, there is like a focus on that party and how you want that to go. And be clear on that. This is a time to step away and rest. Let the cares of your world go. Go into a state of non-action and allow yourself to be free of the shackles of your goals, your lists, your desires. Nothing is as important as rest, detachment, and neutrality. Be willing to let your dreams surface and ideas flow through you, absent any force or conscious direction, as you observe without engagement now. Well, I do think you definitely pulled back and you took a time out, and now you're coming forth with your imagination and gaining control of these emotions. And I do hear work on that manifestation for that party and be clear on how that looks. So, you with manifestation, you want to be very clear, but open. You're open to what comes, but you're clear on giving the universe some vital tips to what you see in your manifestation. And then it comes about, and it may not be exactly the same. That's where the openness comes in, because it could be better. In fact, it will be better. I say could, I don't know why, because anytime I've ever had a manifestation, it comes in better. And I've heard other people say that too. A lot of times we don't know what's good for ourselves. But again, that nod to the spiritual, get in tune with your spiritual, get in tune with the divine, because what they bring about is better than anything you can ever imagine. You'll see that if you look back on your life. If the divine was involved, anything that came your way was better than you could have ever imagined. I like that. Let's get an angel wish. Angel wish for our Cappies. There we go. You're never alone, believe. You have never been alone. You've been protected. The Hamsa hand, protection. You were never alone, believe. Because these relationships didn't work out, you had a feeling of, I'm alone, I'm not going to find anybody. But you were always being guided. You were always being protected. You were always surrounded by your spirit team. They've been key in your health and growth here, your steady growth to something better. You are never alone, believe. And should you ever fall back into that, remember, you're never alone. Keep believing. Keep moving toward that big party with the big tables and the beautiful tablecloths and the sparkling gold and the prosperity that's headed your way and the love that's headed your way. Capricorn, that's your message. I hope you like this message and I hope you like this channel. If you do, please like, share, subscribe. It really helps the channel to grow. And until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me today.